Tina Turner has a voice that would shame a police siren and a stage act to rival the Moscow Circus. And she's been around longer than most of us care to remember. Such a legend as this lady, Disney is making a movie about her. And why not? The material's there. The impoverished childhood on a farm, the marriage to Ike with the drugs and the beatings, and the hit songs that come one after another, year after year, from River Deep to Mountain High. Tina Turner is simply the best.
First met them, it was always a mystery because I didn't really know what it was about. And when I saw that they weren't padded, it's just real men out here with the, just shoes on their feet. I think they could probably do it without the shoes as well. I thought, respect, this is a man's game.
Have we got air on? No, I can get it on. We'll put it on. Put the air on. Okay.
Australia has always been good to Tina, even when her career was down and out. Without the help of an Australian manager, Roger Davies, the new movie on her life might have had a sadder ending. From an impoverished childhood to superstar. From battered wife to 53-year-old sex symbol. You might say Tina Turner's life always sounded like a great script for a movie.
I'm honored that a movie is being made of my life. I didn't think it was going to be made now. You just saw me today. I'm still running around here, and I thought those things were usually done after you've passed on, or, yes, dead,
They're giving you a subtle hint.
That's right, it's time to leave the planet.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Way back before the big crowds and hit records, there was a little girl called Anna Mae Bullock. Deserted by her parents and swapped around by relatives, she was still able to dream.
Oh, yeah. Jesus, you know my Jesus.
I don't know how it happened. Sometimes I think I was born with a dream as a little girl. It was just within me, some innate ability there that brought the fantasy into my mind, and movies. Just made me dream about there is something else other than Nutbush or this way of life.
They call it Nutbush. Oh, Nutbush. On a Nutbush city limit.
Nutbush, Tennessee, Tina's hometown. And one of the few songs she's ever written, a song she had to write.
It must have been meant to have been written because I couldn't think of anything else except Nutbush city limit. Donk, 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 donk.
Have you been back?
Once.
Only once?
Yeah. Everybody wants to go back to that town these days. Would you like to get trapped there?
Going back is something that Tina Turner does reluctantly. For hers is a life in which a future had to be better than the past. And that's the fault of a man named Ike. In the 60s, the world came to know them as Ike and Tina Turner. It sounded like one of the greatest of musical marriages. In reality, it was one of the worst. I didn't know that the man was an utter bastard.
I hope he hears that, and I didn't say it. He had some problems.
Some problem.
Well, I must be as civil as I possibly can about it. I don't want word to go back to Ike Turner saying that I said that he was this name that you just accused him of.
There's no one here, just us.
Oh, well, who's there?
Help! Steinfort! Help! Yeah, baby, help! Right here! Give it to my sister. Give it to Anna Mae.
It could have been, should have been a dream run. The 17-year-old natural from Nutbush was in a nightclub in the big city of St. Louis.
I know you love me, baby, but you never tell me so.
So I was just a little country girl sitting looking wide-eyed at what was going on. And the music was incredible. It really was. And I wanted to sing with that band. I can sing, but I didn't know about bands. I didn't know what was going on with music coming from the radio. I just knew that it was music, you know. And there was a stage something like at church, but different, you know. And the musicians and the music, and it was so fantastic.
Now I love you just the way I love that rag doll. But only now my love has grown.
It was a great act, but that's all it was. The price of her discovery was virtual enslavement to Ike, a drunk, a drug addict, and a vicious bully.
He had enormous problems. He had those problems when I met him. It was just a mental problem that he had.
These beatings were savage.
Yes. And not just for me, for everyone involved.
As a kid, I saw you on television, and I'm amazed to read it. In some of those performances with him, you had blood in your mouth when you were singing.
It was the first time I experienced it when I had a nose problem, and I didn't know. I'd never had a broken nose before. It was cracked there or something, and
From one of
course,
the beatings?
Yeah, this was one before a show, and one of those things in the dressing room, and I don't know what to tell you. It became a way of life. It was on hold, I'd have to say, as far as I can remember now. I had put everything on hold because it was just an existence of children being involved, debts. Where is it to go? You know, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Sadly, of course, there are thousands of women watching this program in that very situation.
Yeah.
What advice would you give?
My advice is make up your mind and don't go back and deal with whatever you have to deal with to finish it, which is what I did. I was prepared to go through whatever I had to go through with Ike Turner, even if it was death, because I would never go back.
We were snuggled up in the back room, making our lost time. Well, steamy window.
Today, at 53, she's fought her way back to the top.
Steamy window.
Whatever you've seen or heard of her recordings, nothing can prepare you for the impact, the power and the fury of a Tina Turner performance. Even if it's just a sneak preview during a rehearsal for her upcoming Australian tour. Before I did this interview, they said to me, do not say to her, gee, you look terrific, what's your secret?
They told you not to say that?
Yep, they did.
Guess what's going to happen in 2 seconds from now? Well, that's one that I do hear so often, and the Australians should know why I look healthy. I've been working there for years. You know what natural aerobics is? Traveling up and down the road, carrying hand luggage, getting on stage with a little bit of what you saw
work
this
out
evening.
on stage.
I work out on stage.
I had to take my tie off and loosen my shoes. I got quite tired.
So you see.
And baby, you got what I need.
As for that one-time stage presence, it was so raunchy and sexually explicit that it had to be toned down for American television. That was not Miss Turner.
Make me sing.
I'm not a vulgar person, raunchy on stage performing, but I like to keep it as clean as possible.
And what about that thing with the microphone?
That was in the past. That was controlled by Mr. Turner. I have not done that song since I left that relationship.
Because you wouldn't want your granny to see that one.
I don't want to see it myself, believe me. The footage is still out there somewhere, but no. You know what, Roger? You know that space there right over those black speakers?
Yeah.
These days, Tina's running the show.
Something can be stuck on them. Just a piece.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Something.
Nothing happens without the ladies say so. Even this set, which will soon travel to Australia, needs a personal inspection. The Tina Turner machine is huge, but still, it's not enough.
Yeah, well, I tell you, if it breaks, I'm jumping first.
But you want to be an actor, don't you?
I do.
That's the next stage in the dream.
If it happens, fine. If it doesn't happen, fine. But I know it will at some stage. I believe in the next lifetime, so I'll get it the next.
Could have played yourself in the movie.
I played that part already.
Not a good part.
Not a good
It's a
part.
great part, isn't it, for an actress?
Well, I hope she
For
enjoyed
someone
it.
else.
But she wasn't really getting hit either, you see.
Speaking of violence, rugby league.
That's
It's
the
a
real stuff. They're not
interesting association
angry.
for you.
And to actually see the game this year is also very exciting for me, to really see the guys really do it. We played around, talking, but that was for the promotion of the games. When I've seen it, of course, you've given me some work on the videos, but to look and actually see this time is when I'll really take it all in. Compliment to those guys. Fantastic sport.
Do you like your fans?
I love them.
They love you.
Yeah.
They are predominantly wrinklies like myself, aren't they?
Not all of them.
Well, I know that if I go to a Tina Turner concert, I'm not going to be the oldest bloke there.
You sure won't? I will.
Hello, I'm Amelia Adams. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for our brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minute segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.